I couldn't think of a good way to start this video, so instead I decided not to. You are currently at the 5-minute mark and probably waiting for something cool to happen. Hi again, guys, and they say good things come in threes. That's movie trilogies, other things that I'm not listing, and I just want to say that I think that's personally a crock of dung. Good things do not come in threes. Case in point, the equally popular saying, bad things come in threes. Oh, and also this video. Part 3 of the Belle Delphine Sister saga, over a year after the last one. In the context of YouTube videos, that's like if I rebooted the franchise a decade after the sequel flopped. I feel pretty safe in saying that nobody asked for this, but no one said not to either, so here we are. For those who don't know, Belle Delphine Sister is not actually Belle Delphine Sister. She's an influencer who goes by Cow Titty Milk. It's real on the nose. Her gag is that she likes milk and also that she doesn't gag. I made a few videos just looking at the clips people had sent me of Cow, and no, I'm not making fun of her by calling her that. It's actually the name she goes by. Please don't ask me why. But it's mainly this video I'm talking about that got it all started. Watching that clip is like burning your tongue, but for your eyes. You know it'll hurt for the next few days, but you keep doing it anyways. Other than making those videos on her, I did a VidCon meetup last year that she showed up at. I had no clue she was coming. One second I'm signing something, and the next I have cow ears on my head. It was my very specific and targeted worst nightmare. It's been pretty quiet ever since that, though. That is, until I got an email saying that she's been up to some shit once again. The person telling me this had some Powerpuff Girls sipping tea picture as her Gmail avatar, so I knew the info they were giving me was good. Apparently she's been beefing with Belle Delphine ever since she came back, except it's entirely one-sided. That sounds like comedy gold to me, so I decided that it's high time we take another look at that account. If you're enjoying yourself, be sure to drop a like and subscribe with notifications on, and let's jump into this potential OSHA violation. Okay, important questions first. If the beef is between two cows, is it still called beef? I don't know what it is, but it just feels kinda wrong to name it beef. That's like if we called arguments between two people appendixes, because that's the part of them we eat. Just something about that sentence I just said isn't right, and I can't tell what. Either way, I think this whole battle might be stagnant like my career was until last week, because Belle really hasn't said anything back, and to be fair, she really doesn't need to. The OnlyFans has probably put her bank account on senior living mode. I'm just saying that if she did reply, she'd have a pretty easy job of being the Pusha T of this scenario. First of all, Belle Delphine got banned on TikTok ages ago. So the person that Cow is duetting, total stranger, probably has no idea what's happening or who she is, was just re-uploading one of Belle's old videos for clout, and now they found themselves in the middle of this week's e-girl civil war. There's also the fact that Belle Delphine has been doing the cow thing for ages. The first appearance I could find of her in any kind of cow costume was from before Cow herself had done anything. I guess you could argue that Belle took the licking the milk directly out of the bowl thing from Cow, but I just can't relate to that one. It's not something I would want credit for starting. And if you want to go down that path of Cow supposedly copying Belle, all you have to do is look back on what else she's posted to see what her inspirations are. Okay, play-by-play time. She's dipping the paper into the milk like a snickerdoodle, and when she takes it out, the face she makes is, oh yeah, I have to eat this now. She does it quick to try and get it over with, but the instant regret she felt as soon as the soggy printer paper entered her mouth is just undeniable. She takes another bite, quickly looks down in shame, and then the cameraman takes the glass out of her hand, dumping it on her head. I didn't even know that cameraman was there, but now that I do, I'm just kinda wondering what faces they were making having to watch that shit the whole time. We saw that on our monitors and still cringed. That dude had to be in the same room. Now this is actually an older clip that I missed. It was posted almost a year ago now, but it's clear to see that at this time, Cal appeared to be a fan of Belle, so what changed? The thing is, I don't think anything did change. In fact, I think they've stayed exactly the same. Because the real thing that makes Cow Titty Milk Belle Delphine Sister isn't the over-the-top costumes, it isn't pouring whatever liquids you can think of on yourself. No, it's because she's smart. Cow over here is a marketer in the same way that Belle is. does. She's operating at a smaller level, true, but she's making use of all the same tools that Belle did, and it's working. Not only have those TikToks been getting views on their own, but there's also suckers like me who are making videos on this shit, because I know that Belle Delphine Sister in the title will pop, and so does she. I just don't mind being used like that, because I get to keep all the ad rev. I spent some time looking at some of Cow's other socials. Her Twitter is absolutely dead, like it still exists, but the tweets have either been scrubbed out or never existed, like a serial killer trying to erase their fingerprints. But the nail in that coffin was slammed shut when I looked at Cow's Instagram page for the first time in ages. There was a new post from only 5 days ago, and it's a plastic cup of milk, very sadly spilt over on the table. And next to it is the famed cow ears, somberly resting. God, somehow that puddle just looks heartbroken. It was an announcement post from Cow that they had to leave, marking the end of their journey on the internet. Hello, I'm sorry to say I have to end things. I come from a close family who threatened to give me trouble to go on. I've had plans to do fun and crazy things, but thank you everyone. Cow. It's at this point, at the end of it all, where I feel the need to reflect on this experience. So much has happened. It started with copying the general idea of Belle Delphine, but then it grew into beefing directly with her. It didn't matter that it was one-sided, that was the whole point of the damn thing. It was something that got her on my radar again, and it made her stand out. But stand out amongst what exactly? Well, frankly, all the new Belle Delphine clones who have sprung up over the last year. Some trying to fill in the void she left while being gone for a bit, and others trying to capitalize on it now that she's back in a non-family friendly game. I feel as if it's more prevalent now than ever. Like, Belle Delphine was the queen of the simps before simp was a word that most people even used. She single-handedly owned that market, but now simp culture exists, so the market has the most eyes it's ever had on it. And there's also services like OnlyFans that are allowing these things to become even more well-known and accessible. So much has changed by now, so if the OG clone is really gone, then I needed to see what the next generation of Belle Delphine lookalikes would be. I wanted to see more of these Belle Delphine clones, and I found them alright. But I also found out that someone had made a Star Wars Battlefront 2 mod of her, and I have never been more thankful for Star Wars being as bad as it is right now. It makes this thing hurt just that much less.
So you can now simp while playing Battlefront.
The biggest clone of Belle Delphine I've seen is this person named Rusty Fox. The first thing I saw of them was their Instagram, and they really took that mimicry is the greatest form of flattery thing to the next level. They have that same pink aesthetic as Belle. It looks like their photos are taken in the same room, and they just have the same fucking face, straight up. Challenge. You have to tell me which of these two people is Belle Delphine. Good luck. Now the thing I want to look at most here with Rusty is her strategy. Because of people who look like Belle Delphine but aren't her, she's probably doing the best out of all of them. I guess the first place to look is actually where she differs from Belle. I know I made it a whole thing about how similar they are literally 2 seconds ago, but it wouldn't be fair to say that Rusty doesn't bring anything of her own. I guess there's some basic look stuff, like she's got tattoos that definitely identify her as a different person than Belle. She says that she does pastel goth looks a lot, but the big difference to me is that she takes her selfies with a brick. It also looks like Rusty has done some work to present herself as more of an internet personality, like one with a community. Like she's got a fan art section and links to a Twitch and a Discord. Those last two being things that, so far, Belle has shown she is not gamer enough to have. Anyways, this Rusty girl also has about 1 million on TikTok, so let's head there and see what we can find.
Do you fart with that ass? 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 Do you fart with that ass?
Do you fart with that ass, he said. Bars. He was kind of riding that beat nice too, I can't lie. Now, I like the concept of this TikTok. It's nice and self-aware, but there are 2 things I'm not a fan of. Firstly, I don't like that she lives in a nicer place than me. There's no joke here, I'm just insecure. And also, I don't like how she threw out her skirt with the hanger still on it. If you trash that hanger, you're gonna have to buy a whole new one. Keep it and reuse it. Don't waste your money. Just throw out the skirt if you're not gonna wear it anymore. Speaking of waste, if she was just gonna throw herself and all the items she owns in the video into the trash can, it would have been much quicker to cannonball into that bitch. Just wear all the clothes while you're doing it, man. It saves so much time. You can't be a good Belle Delphine clone if you don't have good time management skills. That's just 101.
Does your boyfriend play video games?
He does.
Nah, fuck.
Sure.
I mean, I'm happy. Why isn't he in here now?
He's watching a football game right now.
I'd give you attention.
Hey, that's Swagger Souls. I know that guy. Isn't he the one that, like, doesn't fit in things or whatever? There is a really easy pyro joke in here somewhere with the whole Zero Suit Samus meme, but the main thing drawing your attention is probably her holding the controller backwards. But fear not, for this is actually a reference. And it's one made about a very old TikTok trend where people would be pretending to play video games, but you could tell that they had only ever touched a Wiimote their whole life. I can't find the video, but I saw a girl holding an Xbox controller like a TV remote once. I'll never know what she was thinking. But the important bit here is that once again, Rusty is being somewhat self-aware. She's got the strats down to a science, man. This shit is more thoroughly researched than chiropractic. Getting gamer boys to simp for you in the comments section of TikTok comes down to a fine art nowadays.
3, 2, 1, go.
Huh, and I thought cigarettes got you banned on TikTok. Well, it's good to know that as long as I smoke them through my nostrils, they won't have any side effects. Thanks, TikTok. Now, I want to ask something to you. Of all the videos of Rusty we've watched so far, has any pattern shown up to you? Well, it should have, and it should be that Rusty has a real edge to her. Like, she's open about watching Filthy Frank in the past, she makes jokes about how she never knew her dad, that kind of stuff. She's generally self-aware and willing to make jokes about the kind of space she has on the internet, and I think that's the key to all of this. Rusty is someone who seems to be truly of the internet. You have to understand the damn thing if you want to make it do what you want. From what I've seen, she's one of the best examples of taking the right lessons from Belle, maintaining the edge and weirdness to you that gives the public no choice but to stare. But at the same time as trying to get all those eyes on you, you need to diversify where those eyes are going to be pointed next. Like, Rusty's got a TikTok, an Instagram, she streams on Twitch, she's got a Patreon, she has a community Discord. Fuck it, make a listing on Zillow where the only real estate you're selling is your asshole. To me, Rusty Fox is the blueprint for being a Belle Delphine type online. Even above Belle Delphine, because nobody is going to be able to reach the heights Belle has in the same way that she has. It's going to take a whole new kind of idea that we've probably never seen before. So to anybody who wants to be like Belle Delphine, don't look at her, look at Rusty. Trust me, her format will be easier to replicate. And now that we know the next generation of Belle Delphine clones is in good hands, it's time to move forward. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe with notifications on. This is a threat, yada yada yada. Just do it and you won't get hurt. You guys know the drill. Don't go sending anybody we talked about in today's video grief. This video is meant in good fun and it's supposed to be jokes, so it literally helps no one when you decide to go out and do that. You can follow me on Twitter at Kwite, on Instagram at Kwite.png, and on TikTok at Kwite TikTok. This has been Kwite, and lol.